Well, I can confirm that this morning the streets were cleared and under armed guard, Umar Bashir was brought to the federal prison of Koba. He was met there by the leader of the military council, the Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, and I also understand that the other major leaders of the National Congress Party, who are the ruling party, have also been taken from house arrest and will join al-Bashir in the Koba prison. Now, we're not exactly sure of his fate inside the prison, but in terms of the charges that are likely to be laid against him, it's still early days to know what those charges are likely to be.
And what about now then the next steps for the military council? I mean, the civilians will have to hope this isn't some kind of measure to keep them at bay and to stop their demands for a transition to a civilian government. But what is the government thinking, or the military council actually thinking at this point as to what happens next in their political future?
Well, the military council are under extreme pressure to accede to the fact that they should step down and allow the civilian government to come in. The demands that the protesters have made, in part, have been given to them. But going back to the question of Bashir, they want him to be handed over to the International Criminal Court. But I can only speculate, really, that he might face charges, of course, of killing the protesters in the last 4 months. And also in 2013, a similar protest took place where Bashir and his team took out nearly 250 people in one day. And similar reports in El Afon, where there was an army mutiny where 150 soldiers were killed. So there are documented evidence of records where people have been killed in mass killings by this government. And we also understand that the protesters are keen to have the businessmen and the business people who were involved in the regime to be made accountable. And the brother of al-Bashir was apparently caught yesterday in Juba, the South Sudan airport, trying to escape the country with al-Bashir's wife, Widad Barbakir. So the protesters will want the military council to make sure that anybody involved in corruption will be secured. But of course, the continuing problem surrounds whether the military council will step down. And at the moment, it is unlikely that we're going to see any change of their position on that at the moment, although the support has come in from the African Union as well as the European Union, who say that the government of the military government should step down in the next 15 days or so.